but in poverty. As Martin Luther King said, one of the favorite quotes from him that I like, and I think it relates to what we do, is life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are we doing for others? And I think Zion Wesley Homes Community Outreach Center answers that in its programming, and it touches the lives. It's not just about us being blessed, but it gives us the opportunity to be a blessing to others and help them help themselves, and to lift themselves and their families from their current condition to a better state. So again, thank you for this award, and thank you for the programming. Thank you for the staff and all of you all who were able to attend today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vincent. We appreciate your service and dedication to the organization. You all, we will open in August. You guys will have the opportunity to meet Vincent when we have our open house in September. We're located at 4600 Spring Avenue in Dallas, Texas. We're in partnership with the Dallas Independent School District. And so you will have the opportunity to meet Vincent there, where we will honor him in our open house session. Well, without further ado, you've come to the right place at the right time. Our next presenter, Mitchell Player Jr. Mitchell and Mitchell's dad and I go back a ways. His dad was in my small business development class at University of New Orleans. So I remember Mitchell Jr. when he was just a baby. Mitchell Player Jr. is a native of Shreveport, Louisiana. He's a branch manager for Enterprise Rent-A-Car in Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. He's a graduate of Southern University and earned his MBA from the University of Phoenix. His goals and aspirations are to own multiple rental properties, leave behind generational wealth for his family. He and his wife, Bria, and other are the parents of 2 lovely children. And I want to thank Mitchell Player Jr. today. I'm so excited because this young man has something that I felt that you all really, really needed to be exposed to. So I'm going to turn it over to Mitchell Player Jr. Go ahead, Mitch. And if there's anything else you want to say, Mitch, please do. Okay.
Yes, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you guys. Big shout out to Francis for giving me this opportunity. And I hope you guys enjoyed your Juneteenth. I know me and my family, we definitely celebrated this year. I know that's really important, and we had a lot of fun. So I'll start off by just giving you the background of the story behind our app. So I have a visual aid, and I'm going to pull it up here. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, are we good? Can everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just to give you our story, the name of the app is 1921. It's to pay homage to Black Wall Street, and our mission is to find and to help people find and support Black-owned businesses. Okay. So everything starts with an idea or inspiration, and for me, that inspiration started a couple of years ago when I attended a Black Business Expo. And I actually have some pictures. This was pictures from the Black Business Expo in Shreveport this year. And we actually had 2%. there. She's a great entrepreneur and she has an amazing story. Cool. So let me paint a picture for you guys. I'm starting entrepreneurship. I'm starting to get into entrepreneurship. I have my own business. I have friends, they're starting businesses. And I get introduced to my first Black Business Expo event. So I walk in and I'm blown away by the experience, right? Excuse me. You have so many Black entrepreneurs, Black business owners, creators. You're able to do a meet and greet. You have food tasting. People are selling apparel. It's just so many services and products offered, and it's a great feeling. So usually at the end of a expo event, they'll have a panel discussion. And with this panel discussion, 1 second. Now with this panel discussion, the question was, how do we support Black-owned businesses? So that question, it stuck with me, to be honest with you guys. I left there and I took that question away. I took that question with me and it stuck with me. I wanted everybody to have this experience, and I just have to help solve this problem, right? So I did my research. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. Are we good?
Yep, it's back up.
Okay. So I did my research, and I broke down what I felt like were the 3 major problems to making it difficult to solve Black-owned businesses. All right. So problem number 1, awareness. So to the right, you'll see a Facebook post explaining, hey, we need our own Black Wall Street in every major city. So awareness is important. I can reflect back on the expo, and like I said, there were so many Black entrepreneurs and Black creators that I didn't even know in my city. And we have so much to offer. And I felt like we really needed a digital marketplace, right? A social directory created for Black entrepreneurs and supporters. So with the second problem that I found is convenience. So convenience is a method or tool that should accommodate or replace a user's problem. So to the right, you can see a post just talking about, hey, we are supporting businesses in another community, but we're not supporting them in our community. And I really love the response because it's an honest response. The person that responded, it was truthful, right? It was her truth. And honestly, if we're going to give people an option, we have to make sure it's convenient. So in 2021, convenience is definitely a requirement. All right, so we're gonna go on to the next slide. So usability. So I'm doing my research, and I understand that I'm not the first company, I'm not the first person to try to tackle this problem, right? So usability is the ability to use a product with ease. I noticed that the companies that went before me, they didn't really pay a lot of attention to the user experience. You had some apps that were actually mobile websites, and then you had some apps that were so colorful that you didn't even know which button to choose. So I want to pause right here, and I want to do a little exercise with usability. So you can look from the 2 options, and we're going to choose which one is better, right? So you have option A, and then you have option B. So of course, option B is better, and let me explain why. So as you can see at the bottom of the reserve button, it says you won't be charged yet. So we're actually assuring the customer that they won't be charged, just to give them that assurance, just to go the extra step. In the next on this slide, you can see that we have the Nick at Nick, which is bolded, right? So that's just emphasizing, hey, we're trying to get users' attention and we're trying to invite others into a discussion. So I'm gonna go back to usability slide. So these are very small details, but they paint a big picture, right? This is something that is actually in 2021 a requirement. So if you come into technology and it does not accommodate you, if it's not convenient, if the experience is not a great, easy experience for you, you're not going to want it. So I put together a prototype. I put together a prototype after time that I felt would touch on each single problem. And I have a little video for you guys that I'm going to show you. It's just a minute long.
"100 years ago, Black Wall Street, located in the Greenwood district of Tulsa, Oklahoma, became the mecca for supporting Black entrepreneurs and businesses. Together, African Americans created a community that thrives at the epicenter of African American business and culture. Today, research shows that $1 only circulates in the Black community for 6 hours. So today, we break that cycle. 1921 is an app that allows you to discover and patronize Black entrepreneurs in a matter of seconds. Black businesses cannot be successful without our patronization. With 1921, patronizing a Black business is as easy as switching on your geolocation, choosing a category, and locating a local Black-owned business near you. Use your buying power to support Black-owned businesses today by downloading the app 1921 and join the movement.
Okay, I'm just going to check with everybody and make sure everybody was able to see the video. Are we good? Am I good to move on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So that was just a prototype that we did that we felt like touched on each problem, right? So we launched, we did a soft family and friends lunch. We didn't even try to push it outside of Texas. Honestly, we only had about 25 businesses on there. And we got really great feedback. So we had 200 downloads in the first week. We had 1,000 Facebook followers. And then the comments, they're really amazing. The comments, some of the comments were, hey, we need this in our city. Hey, when can I upload my business? This is great. This is needed. And we're excited for this. At the bottom, you see I have C, and then I have a greater sign, and then I have A. So I'll explain what that is. So just to tell you a little story. So after getting some feedback and going into this, trying to solve this problem, I felt that awareness would be ranked as the #1 problem ahead of convenience. But in actuality, awareness would be ranked ahead of convenience would be ranked ahead of awareness. And the reason I feel that way is because I asked a couple of people that downloaded the app, right? We surveyed, hey, how did you like the app? Oh, well, the app was great. It's amazing. How many businesses did you support? Well, you know, I had this and this, and I had to do this. So after having those conversations, we had to take a step back. We had to retool, we had to pivot, we had to change our business model to fit convenience, and then awareness next. So on the next slide, I'm going to give you the behind the scenes slide. I want to show the behind the scenes because I feel like it's important when you are able to reach your goals and you show that process, right? Especially in 2021 with social media. It's important to show that you're going to continue to improve, you're going to continue to grow, and you have to continue to push yourself. So I'll just show you to the right, you should be able to see the first prototype in 2017 compared to today, which is a drastic difference in my opinion, right? On 2021, you're able to choose a category, look at photos, and instantly get to your destination. On the left side, you see I have some things written down. So I had to meet with 10 developers before I could find one that would fit our budget and would understand what we were trying to do. I had to meet with 15 donors before I could get one that would donate to the project. I would have to take meetings at 4:30 a.m. before I went to work because there was a time difference for the developers. I would have to read books on UX and UI design myself. I did 2 years of research before I started my first prototype. I funded the project personally up to 75% of the project myself personally. And then on this next slide, I'm going to show you what we're looking for, what we're working on in 2022. So I can't give you everything, but I'll just give you a snippet, a little bit of it. So 1921 is an app that lets people automatically share their spirit change with Black-owned businesses. So you can see to the right, you're getting a notification. Hey, would you like to accept or decline? Would you like to share 85% with Black-owned businesses? So this is just something that we're working on that we think is going to be really successful in the future. And that's all that I have, and I will go back to
Okay, so Mitch, thank you so much for your presentation. Now
No problem.
we're going to open it to questions because you brought out some very good key points. Okay. You said that awareness, convenience, and usability were the three main things that you noticed in developing your app as to the challenges that Black businesses have. What have you found since you're launching the app? How has that helped the Black business, in other words?
So awareness, it did help with the awareness aspect of it. So
Okay.
if people want to support, we have so many Black-owned businesses in our cities, but people are not aware. We don't have our own platform that's very convenient for businesses and supporters, like a social directory. That's what we created. So it was very helpful in that aspect. We could go to one platform and say, hey, I want to support Black-owned businesses. Let me go to this platform. Here's some uploaded. This works.
So if for our audience, can you sort of direct them on how to get to your app so that they'll know? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. You can go to the App Store. It should be on Google Play as well. Yep.
Okay.
And you'll just it's 1921.
Okay, so you guys could go to the App Store, look at Google Play. 1921 is Mitchell's app. Also, Mitchell, let me ask you this: do you have a GoFundMe account?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so can you explain that to our audience? And guys, I'm not telling you that you have to invest. Please, this is a disclaimer. I'm just making you aware that you know, he did finance up to 75%. So Mitchell, just sort of explain your GoFundMe.
Yeah, so the GoFundMe is for what we're working on in 2022, right? So we have a vision of making it easier for you to support Black-owned businesses. Like I said, I believe that convenience is a really big issue for us. We're so busy with our daily activities. We have to find a way that's consistent. And sometimes we overlook the small things. So what we're working on in the future is allowing you to donate your spare change to Black-owned businesses. And we're working on what businesses will be uploaded. You will have to meet a certain standard to partner with us as a business, right? And we did the math. people spend about $30 in roundups. If you round up your spare change, $30 a month,
Right.
right? So we did the math, and this can be very impactful. If you, especially when you have businesses on there and people are constantly spending with their card, it adds up. And what we're focused on is actually giving you real time data, right? So you can see how much money everybody is putting in. You can see where the money is going, and I think this is a game changer.
Right. Well, you said something very important. How much the average person needs to spend. I recently visited a Black-owned business in the southern sector around Duncanville area, and on a Wednesday night, and I was explaining to some potential clients or investors how that particular business has to turn so much drinks as well as food in order to break even, but also make a profit because they have a live band. You understand? And what happens is a lot of us, the math is the part that's challenging because it's not the idea. When you bring awareness and convenience, it helps the math part of the business.
Yes.
And so that's why with the app that you do have is important. We have a question, and if you guys have questions, put it in the chat. This is from Jessica. Jessica is a Black business owner in Dallas, and she wanted to know how do Black-owned businesses get on the platform, on your platform?
So right now this is a prototype. I will tell you that. And we are working on expanding it to every state in the U.S. So just understand that right now this is a prototype. It was just something to get to market to see, hey, can we sell this? Can we offer this to people? Is it adding value? And then we're going to retool it, and we're going to come back out and allow businesses to sign up. So right now, I would tell her that this is a prototype. And in the future, she will have the opportunity to sign her business up.
Right. And I think it's good, Mitch, that you are going to Black Business Expos, because there are a lot of Black businesses out there. People just don't know about it, and they don't know about what they offer. Also, how many businesses do you have on the app currently? How many businesses? That's a question. Go ahead.
Just 25. We did a couple of food categories, and I know we did cosmetics. Just a couple right now, just for the prototype.
And also the question was, what does the app provide besides identifying businesses? So what other services does the app provide?
So right now, we want to stick with what we believe was a major problem, which was awareness. Okay. So right now is just, hey, where are the Black businesses in my city? Mm-hmm. That's what it's offered right now. Now in the future, it's a lot more things that we have planned. But for right now, we're just it's just awareness right now.
He's a work in progress, everybody. But guess what? This is a diamond in the rough. And I want you to know the book. I don't know if you read the E-Myth. I know your dad did, but in developing this whole concept, he really has put a lot of work into this project. I have some other questions. The other app, our other guest said, can you donate from the app? Can you donate from the app?
Are they talking about the prototype, or just in the future, what we're working on?
Loretta.
I was talking about other usability of the app. You had talked about donating to businesses. Is that strictly from the GoFundMe? You have to go somewhere else to do it other than on the app if you went on the app?
No. So the GoFundMe is just raising funds to help with the project. But on the actual app we're working on, you'll be able to attach your card, and anytime you spend money with any payment transaction, every payment transaction, you'll see a notification that allows you to accept or decline that spare change to go to Black-owned businesses. So you'll be able to do it through the app.
Okay, that was the question. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we have another question. One of our participants who's in the chat, they said that they tried to go to the app, but what is the functionality of the prototype? And what's the benefit of downloading it at this time? So kind of explain that.
Okay. So the functionality of the app is pretty much 3 steps. So you'll go to the app, it has a list of categories. You'll select the category, and you'll be able to view photos and kind of get that information. Actually, if you want me to share my screen, I should be able to.
You should be able to go ahead.
And one second.
Okay.
So go to the app. It's pretty simple. So you have food items, right, and cookies. Go to click one, and then it just has the information right there, right? It's just pretty simple, straightforward, and let's say, boom, 14 minutes away. So like I said, the prototype was meant to just test the market.
Mm-hmm.
And see what this add value as far as awareness.
So let me ask you, how would you like us to help you in maybe giving feedback, usage of the app? Can you tell the audience, because this is the best time for you to get feedback, you understand, from people who could help you navigate. So explain to our audience, how would you like us to maybe engage with the app?
Definitely. I will say that the things that we have coming up in the future, we need to put together a more engaging test group. So if you would like to be a part of that test group, I would love to have your email address. I could get it out the comment section, and then I could email you. We could email you our promo video that we have coming out to show what the new version of the app would do, and we could get some engagement to see what you like, what you don't like. That would be great.
And okay, so let me say this to everyone. You can email me at info.zwhjcoc.org, info.zwhjcoc.org, and put in app tester, to be an app tester. Why? Because this will help Mitchell really grow and create a usable app so that he could go to the next level in this concept. So if you wouldn't mind, if you want to be a tester, we get a pool of people together to help him expand and test his particular app. Also, I have another question. Will the businesses be charged a fee to add to your app? So talk about that.
No, no, businesses will not be charged a fee. The app will not be, you won't have to pay any fees. You won't have to pay a fee to download the app. Everything will be free. I will say that in the future, one thing that we're presenting to business owners is an additional revenue stream, right? Additional income. And like I said, we did the math. You can make a lot of money with people donating spare change to you. And of course, like in the future, we're working out like, will we get a percentage of that transaction, a small percentage, just to make sure that we are sustaining as a business. But we're working on that. But you will not have to pay any fees. Everything will be everything is free as of now.
Okay. Any other questions that you may have? Okay, so here are our takeaways for what he discovered about Black businesses. Can I give the, okay, I'm gonna give the email address again. Okay. 1, Mitch found out that awareness, convenience, and usability was the challenges for Black businesses. Can you explain each one of those categories before we move on to the next portion? Why did you do? Why did you say awareness, convenience, and usability?
Yeah, of course. So when it comes to supporting Black-owned businesses, right? You want to be aware of the Black-owned business owners and Black entrepreneurs and creators in your city. That's very important. We have some amazing business owners. So you definitely want to be aware of the businesses in your city. Then the other thing is convenience. You want to find a convenient way that you can consistently give to these businesses and help them grow and improve and hire employees, right? And then the third thing is usability. You want to make sure we want to make sure when you're supporting Black-owned businesses that the app is very easy to use and we're paying attention to the user experience. Because honestly, if let's be truthful, if we put out anything that's less of, our community is definitely gonna get on us. You know, they gonna let us know. So it has to be top quality. Sometimes we have to go. We have to be the best. So that I understand how important that is.
Okay. Any other question? Any other questions or concerns? In the chat, Bria has listed how to contact how to contact Mitch, as well as support at download1921.com. So if you all don't have any questions, let's thank our guest today, Mitchell Player Jr. I'm so proud of him. You got to understand, I knew Mitch when he was a baby. So I want you to all put a thank you in the chat or clap in the chat to thank him, because we appreciate the fact that he came on. He's an aspiring business owner, but this global app is needed. And because it's needed, no matter where people come in from any part of life, they're going to really have to use this app. And we could make this app a great one. So thank you so much. Any final words that you may want to say, Mitchell?
No, I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you, Francis, for the opportunity. I'm excited to continue to see what you guys have on coming up. And I want to give a huge shout out. I want to give a huge shout out to my wife. Right, she is my biggest supporter. And she definitely takes care of me. Okay, so I have to give a huge shout out to her.
Yes, she does, and I'm so happy that she's on today, as well as she did a whole lot of Facebook. So thank you, Bria. We appreciate it. Now I'm gonna go back to our award champion, the ZWHJCOC Homes Champion Award winner for 2021, because his family is on, and I want to make sure that we highlight Vincent Radcliffe. Vincent Radcliffe is the 2021 recipient of the ZWHJCOC Homes Champion Award. We provide this honor to people who have been so philanthropic with our organization. Vincent gives his time, his knowledge, and he donates to the organization. He is a very hard worker. I would like Vincent to say a few words as to his why, and I want him to recognize his family, if he would please. Thank you. Vincent?
Sure, thank you. Thank you again. As I said before, thank you for the award. Thank you for the Zan Wesley Homes Community Outreach Center. Thank you for you all joining us today in this Juneteenth event. As I mentioned before, part of the why, I have several reasons why I volunteer and give money to the organization. Basically, and I guess at ground floor is that it provides an opportunity through our mission statement. It's opportunity to give education, job training, life training skills, provide that free of charge. And so it helps people, get people in a position to help themselves, and help them bring them upward out of poverty. As I mentioned before, one of my favorite quotes from Martin Luther King is the question. He says that life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are we doing for others? So I think Zan Wesley Homes Community Outreach Center shows in its programming that it is a vehicle to education and job training skills that we provide. It's a vehicle to help people help others. And so we know that it's not just about us being blessed, but give us the opportunity to be a blessing to others, which I think that we do in our programming. I do want to recognize family members that's online. I have my daughter, Krista Ratcliffe. She's here in the middle. She's in the Navy, officer in the Navy, and thank her for her service. She's online. And
Yeah.
then, I didn't have to pay any of these people to be on. They just volunteered. And I have two of my brothers online. I have all the way from Frisco, Texas, Leotis Ratcliffe.
Hey, Leotis.
And then I have all the way from the Bay Area, Oakland, California, Lee Ratcliffe.
Hey, Lee. How you doing?
And before y'all ask, they're not twins.
Blessed and happy. I'm blessed and happy and great to be here with you on this day to see my brother receive this award. God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you. And Vincent, I want to extend to your family, when we have our open house in September, please come and join us, as we're going to do something in person. Normally our Juneteenth forums are in person, but due to COVID, we had it remote again this year. So we will open to the public in August, but we're going to have the event for Vincent in September.
All right, thank you.
All right. So we want to just thank everybody for attending today's presentation. The sharing economy, creating apps for global use. We have this afternoon's presentation, international living. You know, guys, I had the opportunity on Saturday to interview Dia Nunnally and Josetta Ships. They live in Shanghai. They're teaching there. So today we're going to have Halima Sharif and Makara Wilson. Makara, mother and aunt, I interviewed on Saturday. So we're going to have Halima talk about her experience in Bahrain and Makara's experience in Shanghai. And so I know you will really enjoy this particular session. So I want to thank everybody for attending our session. If you would like to donate, text to give 214-441-6751. Again, thank you for your continued support. I will see you at 12:30. Be there or be square. Our International Living Series will start promptly at 12:30. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in a little while. Goodbye.